Dreams are absolutely amazing. I've always had lots of dreams in my life. Maybe you have as well. But I never realized that there was some importance, some significance to dreams. You know, when I was growing up, we would read stories in the Bible, and lots of people had dreams, and they would interpret the dreams and hear things from God that were really important. Joseph did that, and so many others did that. But I never dreamed that a dream could be important in my life. Well, let me share something with you. Not long ago, just 4 years ago, I was in a situation where I needed a huge breakthrough. I'd been pursuing God passionately and actively and just felt like I couldn't get where God wanted me to be. I just didn't know how to get there. But one night I had this awesome dream. It was really short, but it was beautiful. It's the first time I was aware that God ever spoke to us in dreams today. I had this dream of a basketball hoop, and on top of the hoop there was a big piece of plywood that was chained on and locked on with padlocks so no one could use the hoop. But in my dream, all of a sudden, the chains broke into little pieces and just fell off like powder. The padlocks disappeared, and this piece of plywood that was blocking everything floated effortlessly up into the air and disappeared. It was so cool, and I didn't even understand what it meant till soon after that. Just a few days after that, God showed me the meaning of the dream when the same thing happened to me. Some of the barriers I had felt above me, keeping me from connecting to God, like when I prayed, I didn't feel like the prayers got anywhere. Well, those were removed, and it was a supernatural, a miraculous thing that happened. It was beautiful, and I loved it. It was real similar to what we read about in Micah 2. A lot of you have heard this passage, but let me read it to you. Micah 2:13. One who breaks open the way will go up before them. They will break through the gate and go out. Their king will pass through before them, the Lord at their head. And that passage speaks of Jesus coming in and destroying barriers, of breaking through obstacles, of doing miraculous and supernatural deeds to free us into the life that He has planned for us. It's a beautiful thing. It happened for me, and it can happen for you too. This just released all kinds of new things in our marriage. When I got connected in this new way to God, where I could commune with Him spirit to spirit, all of a sudden I started receiving His love in my heart, and I became a better lover. I started receiving more peace inside me, and I became more a man of peace. I became more patient and kind and good, and all these things that my wife needed all these years, and I didn't know how to do them. God puts those things in you when you can commune with Him spirit to spirit. But He has to destroy the barriers before that happened. I want to share you one more little dream that I had that we saw about 6 months later, that I saw a pen. It was a pen like a corral with a fence rails around it. And I was stuck in the pen, but some unexplainable force came in and blew out one side of the pen, and the rails were scattered, and one rail was just barely still hanging. And all I had to do to get out of the pen was just push it to the side. And you know, I stepped out, and before me, I could walk to my destiny. I knew that's what was before me. And it was such an awesome feeling to see my destiny and know I could get there. And that's the way it is in marriage, you know. We have things that hold us back, things that Satan has put in our lives to prevent us from walking into our marital destinies. But you know, the breaker can destroy the barrier completely. And he may leave a little bit that you have to do just to participate in the freedom. But He's done so much of the work. And when you walk out of that corral that's been holding you back, you walk into a new world filled with opportunity to love like you always wanted to love, to be a man who is strong and leads his family well, to be a woman who honors her husband and teaches the children. No matter what your role in the marriage, you can fulfill it in a new way, an amazing way, no, an astounding way, because the supernatural power and glory of God has entered you and released you to your destiny.